Okay, hello everyone. We are with our host Awad here of couchsurfing, and we are in Limerick in Ireland. And here is my friend Laura.
Hi.
I'm Fabio Pages. Yeah, and we are going to learn today how to make croquetas. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you the ingredients. We have here some flour, we have some milk, we have some butter, and we have bread to make bread crumbs. Okay, this is the essential thing to do the croquetas. And then to make the flavor of the croquetas, we're going to make a very basic croquetas today, made from chicken and onion. That's all, chicken, onion croquetas. But if you want to put another kind of meat, if you want to put only vegetables, if you want to put mushrooms, cheese, what you want, you can make croquetas of what you want. You only need to know how to make the base, and that's it. Okay, and don't let me forget, we'll need egg too. Okay, yeah, now we're going to start cutting the onions as little as we can. And the same with the chicken, we're going to cut everything as little as we can, because if we put big pieces in the croquetas, it's not going to be good. We need as little as we can. So now our host Awad is going to cut as the little onion ever. Okay, as we did with the onion or whatever you're going to put here, now we're cutting the chicken in very small pieces. Now we put the onion in the pan with
frying pan?
Yeah, with the frying pan with some oil, and we need to fry the onion. And then when the onion will be ready, we're going to throw there the chicken.
Now the onion is fried, we'll add the chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken.
The chicken is cut very little, very small.
Okay.
So we are adding the chicken
with the onion. Here we go. Now all set.
Yeah.
Just keep frying.
Now that we are cooking the chicken, we can put some spices.
A mix of cumin, black pepper, and also curry powder.
Perfect.
Now, here we go.
But this is, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But this is completely optional. Now, of course, also we have to add the salt now when the chicken is cooking. Yep. But it's all the spices, or it's all optional. Okay, you can put whatever you want. Croquetas can have the flavor you want. Okay, that's very important. It's all optional. So now that the chicken is cooked, all the optional part with it, it's all complete. Okay, as I said, you can do this with vegetables, with mushrooms, with a different kind of meat. So all the optional part is done. So now we're going to start to do the real croqueta thing. Okay, so now we're going to put some butter in here because when we are going to add the flour after, we don't want the flour stick in the pan, we want the flour stick in the food. Okay, now that we have the butter there and it's all melt, we're going to add a little bit of flour to cover.
I'm here to 17.
Yeah, like this, more or less, and then we move. Okay, and we're going to repeat this several times. Okay, now we finished to put all the flour we need. As I said, now we can see how all the flour is cooked. It's browny and it's stuck in all the meat and the onion, but it's around. We don't have like balls of. That's why we put all a little and then move, a little and then move, because if you put all at the same time, you're going to have balls, and we don't want that. We want the flour stuck around the food. Okay, so now it's the magical moment. Now is when we have to add the milk. So we high the heat. Yeah.
Heat.
And then we put enough milk to cover the food, but not less and not more. Only the enough to cover the
So
food.
maybe you can make
Okay.
it. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we put flat to see that the milk is going to cover everything. So let's go. Put the milk. Okay, and now maybe a little bit more. Now we can see it's everything covered, but we don't have a lot of milk. It's only enough to cover. So now we put the heat very high, and we have to boil all the milk. And you will see while it's boiling, all the milk is going to go with the flour, and it's going to make like a paste. And every time it's going to be more and more solid until you will be able to make a big ball that is not going to fall apart. Okay? So now you keep moving to make that happen. Okay, now as you can see, all the milk evaporated and we have big paste that it's everything together. If we do like this, it's very difficult to put all apart. So now we have our masa. This is called masa de croquetas. Okay, so now we can turn off the fire, and we will need to cool this down until room temperature, because now it's very soft, and if we want to make the shape of the croquetas, it's not going to be hard enough to make the shape. So now we need this cold. Don't put directly in the fridge. First room temperature, and then if you want, if you did this at the morning and then you want to eat at dinner, you can put in the fridge and then make the croquetas when you want. You can store this and don't make the croquetas until you're going to eat them. Okay, but don't put directly in the fridge. Okay, now we have our masa de croquetas cold. So now it's hard enough to take form.
You have to make balls.
Okay, so now what we have to do is wash our hands. Okay, very important. Take some masa, and now with our hands we're going to make like a cylindric form. Okay. More or less this shape. So now when you have one made, you have the egg whisk. Okay.
Yeah.
So you put in the egg.
Okay.
To take a bath.
Yeah. Take a bath.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now when the croqueta take the bath, you go to the breadcrumbs.
Very good.
We did before with a blender, with a grater. Okay. And now you take a bath in the breadcrumbs.
¿Suficiente?
Yeah. And now you let there. And you have to do it with all the croquetas you can make with the masa you did before. So this is going to be our work now. We have the oil very hot, and we're going to proceed to put the croquetas in the pan. Okay, we're going to put enough to we will be able to control. Okay, what we want to do now is to cook the bread. It's outside because the thing inside it's already cooked. We only need to wait until the bread is brown. Okay, and now as you can see, we're only cooking the base. Yeah, as you can see now, one side of the croqueta is done. It's brown, it's perfect. Okay, so now we are turning them to cook the other side. And here we have our mountain of croquetas.
Hooray!
Ta-da! And that's it. Now we only have to eat them and enjoy and cry because they are so delicious. So have a good time making croquetas. Bye.
Like the video. Like the video.